In ancient China, it was tradition that a prince has to be married before he can become crowned emperor. There was a prince who was about to be crowned, so he needed to find a young woman whom he could trust and get married to. He had to be crowned in few days, so the prince decided to summon all the young women from his kingdom in order to find the most worthy candidate. There was an old lady who used to serve at the palace. When heard the news, she got sad because she knew her daughter nurtured a secret love for the prince. After getting home, she told her daughter about it. Her daughter decided that she would go to the palace. The old lady got worried after knowing her decision. The old lady said to her daughter, "What will you do there? All beautiful and rich girls from the kingdom will be present there." Her daughter replied, "Mother, I know I won't be chosen, but it's my only chance to spend time with the prince, and that makes me happy. I will go to the palace tomorrow." The next day, when the young girl reached the palace, she saw young women from all around the kingdom were present there, wearing beautiful clothes and jewelries, prepared to do anything to seize this opportunity to marry the prince. In presence of all members of the court and the girls, the prince announced a challenge. He said, "I will give you each a seed. After 6 months' time, the young woman who brings me the loveliest flower will be my wife and future empress." All the girls took a seed and left. The poor young girl also took her seed and planted it in a pot. She nurtured and took care of it with love. She believed that her love is true and the flower will grow as large as her love for the prince. The girl saw that no shoot appeared even after 3 months had passed, and nothing had grown in her pot. The young girl consulted the farmers, the peasants, but nothing happened. With each day, she felt that her dream had moved farther away. At last, 6 months were over and still nothing had grown in that pot. She knew she had no flower to show, but still she decided to go back to the palace with that pot. She reached the palace on the final day. On the final day, all court members and the girls arrived. She saw that all other candidates had wonderful results, and each one had lovely flower. She was the only one holding a flowerless pot. Finally, the prince entered the courtroom and inspected all the candidates' pot and announced the result. He chose the servant's daughter, the poor young girl, as his would-be wife. All other girls present there got angry and protested that she had nothing in her pot, and the prince had chosen someone who had not managed to grow anything at all. The prince calmed them down and explained the reason. The prince said, "This young woman was the only one who cultivated the flower that made her worthy of becoming the empress, the flower of honesty. All the seeds I handed out were sterile and nothing could ever have grown from them." Moral lesson: we should not feel disappointed if things doesn't go the way we think it should be. We should have confidence, and stay honest and true because honesty is the best policy. Once a poor boy fell in love with a rich man's daughter. The boy loved her a lot, so one day he proposed to her. The girl rejected him by saying, "Listen, your monthly salary is even less than my daily expenses. How can I live with you? How could you even thought of coming to me and ask me? I can never ever love you. Forget about me and go find someone of your level to get engaged." Even after knowing the girl's thought, he still loved her. And after getting rejected, the boy left but couldn't forget her. 10 years later, they stumbled into each other in a shopping mall. The girl recognized him and said, "Hey, you, how are you? I am married now." He's very smart. And do you know how much my husband's salary? It's $20,000 per month. Can you beat that? The boy's eyes got wet hearing those words from same person. A few seconds later, her husband came around. Before the girl could say a word, seeing the guy, her husband said, "Sir, you are here. You have met my wife. This is my boss. I'm the one who's working for his $100 million project," husband said, looking at his wife. The husband continued, "He is a very good person, and do you know, my dear, my boss loved a girl, but he couldn't win her heart. That's why he remained unmarried. How lucky would that girl have been if she married my boss now? Nowadays, who would have loved someone so much?" The girl got totally shocked, but couldn't say a word after that. Moral lesson: life is too short, so don't be too arrogant and proud of yourself, and look down on others' current situation. Things change, time change. Don't underestimate anyone because everyone can have a great future. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my Shabby Heart for more videos.